welcome to another video. Today it is my September plans and fabric haul, and yeah, they're probably super ambitious, but you know, this is me that we're talking about. I've actually got a few things made and finished in September already, so I'm cheating a little bit because I'm going to include those in these plans, but you know, I made them in September and I fully intend to tell you guys about them, so that's not really cheating, is it? So the first one of those is I'm going to make a 3/4 circle skirt. I haven't already completely done it. The tutorial for this will be coming out in the next couple of days as well. So I got this fabric. It is a viscose midweight suiting and I got it from the textile centre. They don't have it anymore, but if you see viscose midweight suiting, I highly recommend you grab it because it's absolutely gorgeous. So as well as making this 3/4 circle skirt in September, I'm also going to be making the long sleeved jacket from the 6050 pattern packet, and the lovely Kay from Sunny Nunny sent me that packet and it was up for vote on Patreon. And you guys picked that one out of 4 of the patterns that I gave you to choose from. And I'm hoping I have enough of this fabric left to make it in this fabric because I really like that idea. And I can imagine myself wearing the little jacket from this with black trousers, black jeans, blue jeans, knee-high boots, that kind of thing. But I can also see myself wearing it together if I wanted to look slightly smarter when I was going out, that sort of thing. So I think I should have enough of this left to make that jacket, and I will make, if I don't, I will make it work somehow. But that is going to be this month's sew along. And speaking of sew alongs, I do owe you guys one. I am a month behind with the Butterick 6018. Now when you guys voted for that on Patreon, I was like, yes, that's awesome, I love that pattern. And then suddenly it was like, oh my gosh, what fabric do I want to make that from? I don't know. And then Sherwood Fabrics had one of their not so infrequent 20% off everything sales, so I got myself some Lady McElroy cotton lawn, because of course I did. And I got, so Lynette will recognise this one, she sent Dad the white colourway of this damselfly print, and when it came out of the envelope, when it came out of the wrapping paper, I was just like and then I saw the note on it that it was for a shirt for Dad, and I was like because it's one of my absolute favourite prints. They have it in a white background, they have it with a pink background, which I believe Hayley from So Hayley Jane had in a box, one of her subscription boxes, which was another one which was like, oh, that's amazing. And then they've brought it out in ebony, a sort of a creamy white, pale yellow, golden yellow and a black background. And I am going to use this to make the 6018 eventually, but I need to make a muslin for that dress first. I think I will get away with it because although there's lots of panels in that dress around, particularly under the bust and around there are very big bits of the circle skirt or the full skirt, so I think this will look quite nice with that. I think Louise suggested that I use the old duvet cover that Mum and Dad kind of retired and I got hold of, which is a very super fancy one with orchids on it from Harrods. You know, that cost, I remember when I was with Mum and we bought that cost a lot of money. So that's why it's still in my stash, but it around the edges it's frayed and it's beyond using as a duvet cover. But which I thought it was a really good idea, but then I realised that it's a directional print. The orchids do all go one direction, and one side is one colour and one side is another. So whilst it's a Super King and I have lots of fabric, I don't think I had enough of one particular colour of fabric to make the 6018 dress in it successfully, which is when I started looking for something else, and then that's when I found this. So yes, I absolutely adore this, and that is going to be what I use for that sew along. So there's going to be 2 sew alongs coming out this month. Have I mentioned that my plans are overly ambitious yet again? Also, given that I'm going away for 10 days any minute now. Yeah, when you're seeing this video I'll have been on holiday for 2 days already, so yeah, nothing like biting off more than I can chew. I do it every month, you guys know this. So the next fabric I have is this denim, and I got this from the Festival of Quilts, and I will link that video up here for you. I got this with making the Butterick Patterns by Gertie denim jacket, and I'm planning on lining the body with the scraps from this because I think that'll look really cool. And I also want to get this made at this time of year because I think that's going to be, it's going to be like a very sort of early autumn and sort of late spring kind of jacket, so I'm probably making it at the wrong time of year, but I really want to give it a try. So I'm going to be using this denim and this lawn, although I will be using something much more slippery for the sleeves. Ask me how I know. I'm going to be using this denim and that lawn to make that pattern. Wish me luck. So I've just finished the Vogue 9077 and I'll be showing you that in my September lookbook because I finished it in September. I might have started it April but I finished it in September. So it's out of, the reason I'm mentioning that is because it's out of this Wonder Crepe, which is from the Fabric Room, and this is the colour Militaire. They don't have this one anymore, but they do have some other lovely colours, so I will link it down below for you. And I plan on turning what I've got left here, which is just over 3 meters, into a pair of wide-legged trousers. Now I'm very tempted to do the KB wide-leg trousers that you all know and love, but I'm also very tempted to try a different pattern which actually has a fly front, and I have 2 Vogue patterns that fit my criteria for trousers: high-waisted and fitted at the waist, then skimming over the hips and very full-legged. So depending on how time goes, this may or may not get made, but I wanted to show you this to you guys because it's absolutely lovely. I love this stuff, and the dress that I've made out of it is fast becoming one of my new favourites. Now again, I'm going to be away for 10 days in September. I have lots of NCWs to make. I have lots of sew-alongs to get done, but I want to make 2 coats. So the first one is the Victory Patterns Ulysses trench coat, and the incredibly generous Nancy sent this to me all the way from Canada because I saw that they had released this and a kit, and I was so tempted, but then with shipping and import fees I was just like, no, I can't. I'm going to have to be good, because I was saving up for the Festival of Quilts to go shopping there. And then whilst I was at the Festival of Quilts, this has arrived to my PO box, and it was the pattern and the kit from the incredibly kind Nancy. And she picked this rusty kind of colour kit for me. There is either this or the navy one, and I think the only thing that I'm going to need to keep an eye on is the length of the sleeves. Once I've measured those, I don't think I'm going to need to make a muslin. I think I should be able to just make this as is because it's not fitted, and I also think that it's the perfect sort of cover up for this time of year. So I'm going to attempt to make the Ulysses trench coat, and thank you very much to Nancy for being so incredibly generous and sending it to me. And then the other one that I want to make, it's on my hashtag 2018 make 9, and it's the Kelly Anorak. Now I've had the pattern and the fabrics ready for this for as long as this pattern's been out, but I wanted to wait until she'd launched the lining extension for it, which she did, and I bought the minute it came out, and I still haven't made this coat. So I have this coffee chestnutty brown coloured cotton twill from fabric.com in America, and I have also got this bronze leather because I'm going to use this to make the sleeves, and then I've also got this cotton silk for the lining of the body, and again I will be using something that's much slipperier than this for the sleeves, but yeah, that lining. And then I have some kind of blonde fur that I'm going to put a fur trim onto the hood with. Yes, I'm going to use these 3 to turn it into the Kelly Anorak. So I've made the Sew Over It Minuro coat, and I made that in a black gabardine, and I interlined it with fleece. I lined it with Brem silk from McCulloch & Wallace. I added fur to the hood of that one, and I absolutely love that coat, and it's my warmest coat, and I also wear it all the time. And this autumn and winter I would like some different coats, which is why I plan on making about 4 or 5 over the next coming months, which is why I need to try and get those 2 done this month. We shall see. So that's 7 things on my list, which is actually usually quite restrained for me, but some of them are very involved makes, so I have absolutely no idea whether I'm going to be able to accomplish all that. but I'm going to give it a damn good go. And I'm going to enjoy my 10-day holiday right in the middle of September. It's going to be interesting. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!